Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Can he get it through?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chelsea do have a chance to counter here. Well, there's the clearance. That's a throw. And it's Caicedo. Can he get on the end of this?
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his two strengths are the aggression with which he leads the defensive line and the awareness that never seems to fail him. That makes him a very stern test for any opposition attacker here.
No argument from me on that front. It's and he shoots!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Doku. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. That looks a good ball through. There's the header! Haaland finds himself offside. Now he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Foden. Rodri. Pressing high and with purpose. Now Lewis. He's had it taken off him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Doku. Tries to pass it through. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Doku tries a cross. And that is out of play. And it's Bernardo Silva. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fernandes. And they can counter here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Foden, now it's Bernardo Silva. Palmer receives it in a good position here. Ruben Dias. Ake. Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Here's Doku. Doku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now that's well seen too. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Foden. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He's looking wide. Now it's Doku. There will be a throw-in. And here's Foden. Rodri. Doku. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Pedro Neto. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Pedro Neto. Now Colwell. Fofana. Chalobah. Out for a throw. Bernardo Silva. Doku. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Doku. That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted. Doku. Rodri. And it's Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's in a great position here. Looking for the run. And that's a... Well, Pedro! Lewis is there to clear. And it's Caicedo. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Foden. Haaland. Now Foden. Semenyo. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Foden. Always onto this. Shot could be on. Palmer.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Haaland, played out towards the right wing. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Fernandes. Oh, what's he done? He's got away. Chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Fernandes attempts a clearance.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Palmer. Caicedo. Now, can they get him away? Ruben Dias gets it clear. Nicely weighted ball. Aimed at the far side. Knocks it into space. And he's there to get it away. They've won a corner. And we have our very first corner. There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Lewis. Semenyo. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. And that's played in low. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's João Pedro. This looks promising. Shot at goal! Fantastic from Fernandez! A finish of true class! Finally the breakthrough!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then.
Haaland. Can he finish? And the difference is still one, but only just.
Haaland clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Not the most accurate pass. Pedro Neto picks it up out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's an excellent interception. Chelsea leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Just 5 minutes remaining now. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ake. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And here's Haaland, and it's Stones. Is there any support? He might not need it. Could have here their final chance. All hands on deck for this one. Pedro Neto clears. Lewis.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, what a mistake! He is through here. And the shot! And it's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking... And that is as far as it goes. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
There it is,
Well, Peter,
it's
I suppose
finished.
it's...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So things are underway. He's having a shot! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come. That could spell trouble. Played into space. Chips it through. Mosquera. Now Subimendi. Calafiori. That's destined for the flank. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's been given away. And here's Saka. De Jong. Pedri. Lewandowski. De Jong is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Saka. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Saliba. Quarter of an hour played. Backward it goes.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Arsenal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Yamal.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Balde. Rafinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. And here's De Jong. Lewandowski proves just a little bit too strong. Gyökeres. Now it's Saka. And that could set him on his way. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Oh, what a mistake! Dani Olmo has created one goal already. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Lewandowski. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Subimendi. Calafiori. Oh, played right into his path. He's on it, can he get away? Dani Olmo. And it's De Jong. Can he get it through? Floated through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Martinelli wants to run onto this. Cleared without hesitation. De Jong. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. De Jong. And he's straight offside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. This is a promising build-up.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Chance! No, not the best of headers.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Turns back here, probably the best option. De Jong. Kubasi. That has been cut short. And it's De Jong. Dani Olmo. Oh, good spread. And it's Koundé. He's had it taken off him. And here's Yamal.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Zubimendi. That's an imaginative pass. Deep into stoppage time. And here's Dani Olmo. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Arsenal go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Yamal bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Defending was strong and firm. Zubimendi played out to the left flank. Calafiori. Mosquera. And back to the goalkeeper. And he was quick to react. Rice. Arsenal still this single goal behind. Now it's Lewandowski. Mosquera gets over and intercepts. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Yamal. And it's Olmo. And he's worked it through. Now it's Yamal.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pedri. And it's Olmo. Gets a good foot in there. Araujo cuts it out. De Jong. De Jong. That has been slung wide. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's played it in low. Rice. And here's the chance to counter. Kubasi. Pedri. Kubasi. Oh, that's well spotted. Zubimendi. Rice. Zubimendi. Now it's Lewandowski. Zubimendi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Martinelli is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, played through for the wide man. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. they've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's quick to get rid. Good ball, good Martinelli! And it's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! What are you thinking about the goal?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Nice physical challenge. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Pedri. Well-timed, excellent interception. Martinelli. Probing pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that has been knocked clear. Saka, well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Lewandowski. Ferran Torres. Some good work on the right flank here. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And a chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Barcelona now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments. And that will be the final act. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling. He's looking wide. Rafinha. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, the goalkeeper, Wojciech Szczesny, Peter. He's got incredible reflexes, and that makes him one of the best shot stoppers around. He's also very comfortable when he's under the high ball or coming out for crosses. And having someone like that just easing the pressure on that defence can spread confidence very quickly.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He shifted it to the flank. Balde.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams.
Udogi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured.
And Solanke! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He's in a great position here. Pedri. And it's De Jong. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Rafinha. No, it's come to nothing. Pedro Porro.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Played out to the left flank. Now it's Lewandowski. It's a pretty loose pass. Maddison. And he's intervened well there. Pedri, that is good alertness. Romero. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro is wide and looking to get...
He's rising! He will be livid with himself.
Now it's Lewandowski. Van de Ven. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pedri. Now it's Kudus. That has been cut short. De Jong. Araujo. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. That's going wide left. Rafinha finding himself in space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Approaching the half-hour mark.
Kudus.
And the counter is on.
Can he get it through?
Maddison!
This is a promising build-up. He's on it. Can he go for a shot?
Fantastic from Solanke! A finish of true class!
And we have liftoff! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Tottenham have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Kudus. Udogi wants to run onto this. He has found the way through. Dani Olmo.
Tottenham really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Nicely shaped ball. Pedri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pedri. Now, can they get him away?
Tottenham couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Udogi. And it's Udogi. That's a little off target. Not the most accurate pass. A good-looking ball. Pedro Porro. Romero. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Tottenham just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Tottenham with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Tottenham currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Udogi. Kudus's cross. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, that's a key interception. João Palhinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Simons. Looking to play him in. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. Simons. Dani Olmo. Kubasi. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's De Jong. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's claimed by the keeper.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And here's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Solanke. And here's Lewandowski. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Simons. Well, that looks a decent ball. He won't be happy with that one. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Balde spots it and intercepts. Well, nicely intercepted. And the finish! And a neat finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Tottenham are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, that has not gone well. Yamal and Dani Olmo. And it's De Jong. Passes short and sharp, foot in.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Quickly taken, lovely, now then. Long ball upfield. João Palhinha. Great vision. No luck with that dink over the top. Simons! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Koundé. Yamal. Pedri. Yamal.
Defending was strong and firm.
João Palhinha. And it's Kudus. Palhinha,
Who's set up one goal so far.
Tottenham can consider themselves just about safe now. Van de Ven. Now Udogie. Madison. And it's João Palhinha. And Balde. Pedri.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Van de Ven.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Araujo, that could spell trouble.
And it's been played through. Simons.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Tottenham presented with a golden opportunity here.
This for genuine comfort.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Tottenham find a position of real strength now.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Pedri. And that is as far as it goes.
Nigh on here, a super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Solanke picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.